And then, since one of you guys will probably ask about Kalel, Kalel gave us, really solid minutes tonight. I was encouraged, by his defensive activity.
Pelle, how important was it after yesterday to bounce back as a team and to make sure you took this series, basically?
Yeah, it was very important just for our own heads, I think, just to show that to ourselves that wasn't us yesterday. And in the future, trying to limit those performances.
As you get home, guys come back. Can you talk about what Davion adds to this mix and maybe how he's an engine on both ends of the court?
Yeah, I mean, you saw multiple possessions. They just couldn't even dribble the ball, and he poked it loose, and then we get out running, easy basket. And then on offense, he just plays with speed, likes to throw the head to other guys. And, I mean, yeah, he's just true point guard. Shares the ball on both, or on the offensive end, and then does a great job defensively.
Now that you score 20 points every game, have you found a rhythm, or is there something that sort of got you going now with these consecutive 20-point games?
No. Just got good looks, made them. That's kind of our offense. Sometimes you're going to get some good looks and just got to be ready to shoot. And then next time it might be someone else. But as long as everyone's aggressive, making the right reads, I mean, anyone can have a night like that.
Coach talks about needing to establish consistency. What's required for this team to become more consistent?
Just our discipline to every night know what we're going out there and focusing on and kind of doing the simple things right every single time, over and over again, and not getting too ahead of ourselves. Just playing defense as a team, rebounding on both ends and getting out running.
Coach has said that your voice is getting stronger and louder in the locker room here. Can you just kind of talk about the comfortability you're having with these guys, especially here in your second season?
Yeah, I mean, more time you spend with someone, the more comfortable you get in that relationship, and also being able to show a little bit more what I can do on the court, I think makes people trust me more. And I mean, we have a pretty open locker room. Anyone can kind of talk and share their voice, so I really appreciate that. And yeah, it's great.
And obviously, they announced that Norm is going to be an All-Star this year in the reserves. Just reactions to that.
Just really happy for him. I mean, he got a lot of good news this week, and just really happy for him.
After last night, I know you guys, those are the kind of games that kind of leave a bad taste in your mouth. 24 hours later, you put together this type of performance. What was the switch to go from that negative to this positive?
I think just more of a collective buy-in. I think everyone was pretty frustrated how we performed yesterday, and we know we are a much better team than that, and obviously we showed that tonight, and we just want to keep this momentum going. I think everyone's here, tired of being sick and tired, and I think that's kind of the mentality that we had going into this game.
So much is going to be pointed at the offense. Obviously, you score 130+, you win by so many, but defensively, I think you held them. They were like at 6 points for almost half or over the first, most of the first quarter. What was it defensively that you guys came out with the attitude and style to play that kind of D?
We know that's where our game starts. We're really good defensively, and once everyone's locked in on the defensive side, it really opens up the game for us. We know that's what it takes to win. So once we just commit to that, good things happen.
You mentioned the sick and tired of being sick and tired of it, but at what point do you get these, you've had these games where you play well and you win. Do you say, okay, now we've got to put this together? It can't just be one step forward, one step back kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, we're sick and tired of being sick and tired. So hopefully, going to this game is going to be a statement for us and a blueprint of how we got to, continue the rest of our games into All-Star break and even after that. So, just want to continue to keep working as a team, keep watching film, and just continue to get better.
There's no denying that, obviously, that Norm has made an impact this year, and they just announced him to be an All-Star reserve. Just, what's your reactions to that?
Man, just super happy for him. Well deserved. He came in here, made his presence felt both on the court, off the court. He's been such a great presence for us in the locker room. Just super happy for him and well deserved.
Thank you, Jaime. Davion obviously returning tonight from the shoulder sprain. First of all, just how are you feeling, and second, how did it feel to come back in a game like this? Winning by 43 points.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Kind of was tired after that first win because I haven't played in a game in a minute, but. After I got that first win, I was good. I tried to go out there and just be aggressive the whole game. I'm just glad we got the win, honestly.
Just
wondering, when you're playing a team 3 times in a row and you're sidelined for 2 of them, is there anything, I guess, you're picking up from on the sideline not watching the game? Then when you come in the third game and maybe you pick up on some things, was there anything?
Yeah, I mean, just finding ways I can affect the game on both ends of the floor. I kind of knew that they wanted to play fast. So as they was playing fast, I knew that we can also push our pace a little bit more and get easy buckets because they're not a team that can is really good in the paint like that. So I kind of just try to get in the paint as much as I can. That's kind of my mindset.
Coach spoke. I mean, no one wants to be out, but he said while you were out, Kaz got important minutes. Drew got to grow a little more. Can you talk about, Coach was talking about he has 3 point guards he could really count on right now. Do you see that you, Kaz, and Drew all bring something a little different and combined really solidify that position?
Yeah, for sure. I think that we all got different games. We affect the game in all different ways. I think for me is I try to teach Cass as much as I can. I've been a rookie before, and I've seen how people get picked. Well, people used to try to pick on me too when I was a rookie. So I just kind of just help them out with defensive things and trying to tell them to push the pace. Things that I see, especially playing against a team like that. Like if you push the pace, are moving me better. If you get in the paint, are moving me better. And I think he did a really good job with that. And I mean, Drew is I kind of look at Drew as like a vet. The way he plays, so calm, collective. He's never really making the wrong play. I feel like he makes the right play for the most part. And he's just out there in his own space.
Davion, is that arm sleeve here to stay? And just how much it helped you today?
Yeah, I don't really know if it's here to stay. I didn't really like it as much. But, I mean, they kind of told me to wear it, so I was like, all right, I'll have the shirt on. And I had the shirt on before, and when I played in Sacramento, I didn't like the way I looked, honestly, so I just put the sleeve with it.
Obviously, coming off of the loss last night, getting the 43-point win tonight, just what did you like to see from the team, especially coming off of last night?
I mean, how we respond. And we responded with that type of game. And, that's the thing that Spo gets frustrated with. We can go out there and get 134 one night, and then, it seems like the next night we're not connected. Everything's just falling apart. So for us, it's how can we just sustain this type of way we're playing.
Bam, how early in games can you tell? Like last night in the first quarter, could you tell that the defense wasn't connected? And tonight, did you feel early on that the energy was kind of where it needed to be?
Yeah, I mean you can tell, and it's crazy because after we lose, we normally respond like that. So like I said, it's how can we do that on a night-to-night basis, even if we making shots or missing shots.
Bam, Davion coming back, how much does he add to the mix? How important is he on both ends of the floor?
I mean, y'all see it. Defensively, you see it from the jump. You see how much he puts pressure on the ball handler, how he gets through screens. Then offensively, when you outlet the ball to Davion, he starts the blender for us, I guess, the way Spo likes to say it. And you need that. You need somebody that can push the pace, get in the paint, make easy plays, and get us going.
You've done it 3 times already in your career, but to see Norm get his first All-Star nod, how happy were you to see that? How much does he deserve that?
Man, Norm has fought through a lot, injury-wise, and still pushing and still trying to be something he's never done before. We felt like he got snubbed last year, and for him to finally get that nod, you're happy for somebody like that because he's put so much work into his craft, and he deserves it.
Bam, you always talk about the little things Pelle does, but the career high last night, another 20 tonight. Just how are you seeing his scoring come along, and is there any, I guess, push for him to be more aggressive and kind of staying in his head with just the aggressive and the scoring?
Nah, we have no push. Thing about Pelle is he makes the right play, and he does the little things, and sometimes he'll have 20. Sometimes he'll have 2 points, but he still has that impact on the game where, like, you still know he's present. He's out there.
Just come off the loss from last night to come into here with the 43-point win. What did it take from last night?
Look, the one there's a couple takeaways, but the one thing I told our group is that we definitely have something. We are able to respond. We have the best record in the league on the second night of back-to-backs. It shows that we have some toughness, and guys really care and they want to. It was a good response. It was a long week, and it was a unique back-to-back. Like I said, when guys were warming up at 3:30 when we got out of here at 11:30 last night, it felt different. It felt like an AAU weekend or something. But guys didn't make an excuse for it, and played with great energy, played the right way, and it was great to see. We know what we need to work on. We need to work on our consistency, and we'll continue to forge ahead until we get there.
How nice was it to have Davion back, and how much of a difference does he make on both ends?
He really does. Look, I love our 3 point guards. They each bring something different. But D. Mitch brings us that pace. There's something about the way he pushes the ball and delivers it. He's our best pitch ahead guy. His tempo is great. The ball moves great when he's in the game. And then defensively, he just gives us that next level point of attack defense, where he's earned that reputation. Sometimes things get leveled off because guys don't want to be careless trying to attack him. So that just takes away some of the drives, and then the other ones he takes care of on his own. It was terrific, to have him back.
Pelle seems to really be stacking together a lot of quality performances. How much of an impact is he making right now, just on both ends?
He's growing, each month. He's gaining more confidence, and we want to infuse him with that kind of confidence because he does all the intangibles, but he also has a talent on both sides of the floor. He does, things that lead to winning, and then now because of his play, his voice is starting to get stronger in the locker room, and we all respect that and want more of it. And that's the veterans and young guys alike. And I know he's part of that young gun crew that we have, but he has a different kind of maturity to his game, because he's his college experience and also being with us last year.
I know a lot of Cass's 9 assists probably came when the game kind of was what it was, but overall, where do you kind of see the playmaking and the way he's reading the floor developing?
Yeah, like I said, it's super unique. The 3 point guards that we have, they each bring something different. And Cass is part of the young gun crew. He has great vision. He's fearless. So he doesn't know what he doesn't know right now, and he's going to try to make plays, which we like. But he has a vision that is a different level of kind of creativity. He can see passes, and they can deliver on point. He's a very good. He and Pelle are both very good lob passers, and Cass is, because of his work ethic, he's going to continue, to get better. And then, since one of you guys will probably ask about Kalel, Kalel gave us, really solid minutes tonight. I was encouraged, by his defensive activity. He's part of that young gun crew as well. And, offensively, he moved the ball when he needed to. He gave us the vertical spacing when he needed to. He shot the 3 when he needed to. So those things I think we can build on, since it was a little bit of an uneven, 10 days, 2 weeks since the injury, and then working him back into this. But it's good to have him, get some extended minutes tonight. And then overall, not specific to Kalel, it's more about, our team and where we are. We all just want to do better, and that includes, the head coach. I have to do a better job with this group. We have the potential that we can see, We have the explosiveness. We have the defense. It's a matter of consistency, and that's what I'm here for. To be able to help, bridge that along with the veterans, to be able to help our consistency, but also to hold the young guys accountable. And we have more of them, than we've had in recent history. But also develop them and infuse confidence in them. And that's a fine balance, but again, that's what I'm here for, and I want to take that challenge, and I want to be better with that, these final 30 games. But we're all in this, and we're all frustrated about last night, but in a better mood now, and looking forward to the gala, and also seeing some of our champs tomorrow night. I covered all?
One more thing.
You've got to be kidding me.
One more, I promise.
That's crazy.
I asked you before about Norm, but the league, recognized him obviously
Yeah.
as a reserve. Just, just thoughts about that.
Basically what I said before the game, I think it's awesome. I think it's great, that he's been able to continue to get better each year as a pro. That should be inspiring for other guys too, that you don't have to be labeled, at 24 years old, or whatever they say. You can only improve the first 3 years, in your NBA career. That's not true. We've had many guys come through here that have proven otherwise with that, but it takes, a special kind of personality and work ethic, and somebody that's determined and relentless, and then the opportunity. We welcomed him with open arms. We were thrilled to have him, and he was thrilled to be a part of this culture, and it was terrific to see him get acknowledged for that.